Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to baseball action. The Trier Trevians take on the Glenbrook South Titans in conference play, the first of the home series, two-game series between the conference rivals. And there have been some very classic games between these two teams. Glad to have you with us all the way down the network line, wherever you may be. Hope you'll enjoy this broadcast. The first of the games from Duke Childs Field. Jack Rosenberger, who's set to lead it off. Matt Rosenberger, I'm sorry, set to lead it off. Very highly regarded pitcher, actually, for the Glenbrook South Titans. Going to be starting pitcher today. Starting pitcher for the Trevians is Dalton Hastings. Foul ball. Windshield whacker off to the right. Sunshiny day, but we got the wind a factor today. We got the CNL, or the Hawk, working today. Wind blowing right into the face of the batter, coming due in from center to home. High and outside a ball. And a high pop-up on the infield. First baseman Picard takes it for the out. One away. James Hackett, the batter. High and outside a ball. Another one to high a ball. And strike on the outside corner. And strike on the inside corner. Now, expecting a pitcher's duel today. Combination of the fact that teams aren't hitting very well this year as a whole. The wind blowing in. Two solid pitchers. Strike three. And two away. Here's Cole Lucky. Number three in the batting order for the Titans. Swing a little foul ball. These two teams have had some very interesting games over the years. Pitcher's high ball. I remember a hit batter war. It must have been either 2010 or 2011. It was here at New Trier. And the pro scouts were even here watching. And watching that one get out of hand a little bit. Swinging a bit of strike three. And the inning over. Top of the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. You go to the bottom half of the first frame. And no score between New Trier and Glenbrook South. And Sam Zach's the batter. What's interesting now is that for the last, it's got to be 10 years maybe, little comebacker over to first and one away. Alex Calarco, last, maybe 10 years or something like that. Glenbrook South, which is the next high school west of New Trier, and New Trier along the lake, they don't play in the same sectional, so that they're not in the same pod in the playoffs at all. Foul ball. There's like 16 teams to the pod, 16 or 18 teams to the pod, something like that. And yet the two high schools right next to each other aren't in the same pond, and they're, New Trier's up against the lake, so it's like, what? And 6-3 on the put out. Calarco is out, 2 down. Ryan Casel pitches outside the ball. Foul ball. Of course, from the arch rivalry standpoint, both Loyola and Evanston are with New Trier. And fly ball, right field, right fielder over. Has it for the out along the line. Nice running catch in foul territory, actually. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Both teams go quietly in the first at the end of 1. No score between the Glenbrook South Titans and the new Trier Trevians. And George that was a mouth error, not a pronunciation error. Corumpilis, the batter. My mouth didn't work properly, not my mind or my voice. Outside a ball. Corumpilis, Jack Tisano, and Scott Newman do up for the Titans here in the top of the second. Foul ball. And wild pitch outside the ball. Doesn't count as one because there was nobody on base. High fly ball, right field. And nice catch by A.J. Steinbeck out there in left field for the out. One away. Jack Tisano, the batter. And foul ball. Another one fouled off. And high a ball. No, he did not go. And lowered away a ball. They lock and load inside a ball. And hit by the pitch. Looks like got him on the arm. He didn't quite stick his arm out, but he didn't exactly pull it out of the way either. Inside the ball. So 1 on, 1 out. Scott Newman, the batter. And fly ball down the right field line. That's going to be a windshield whacker off to the right. Low and outside a ball. So basically, what I was saying before about these two teams and this year, basically the two conference games are the only two games these two teams will play against each other this year. There's a strike. Fly ball down the left field line, giving Chase a Stein back, but it's out of bounds, out of play. Foul ball. High fly ball. Center fielder and right fielder drifting over. Right fielder Stressler takes it for the out. 2 down. And Kevin Pauly, the batter. And he fouls one off. In there for strike. Foul ball back to the screen. And a pitch high, a ball. Throw to first, runner back. Outside the ball. Got away a little bit from Florida, but he wasn't really, runner wasn't really going. And ground ball back up the middle. Base hit single. First hit of the ball game for either team. And 2 on with 2 out for the Titans. Hunter Wiesenfeld, the batter. And a little tapper back to the pitcher. Over to first, and we're done with the top of the second. In the inning, no runs. 1 hit, 2 left. Go to the bottom half of the second. And no score. Here's Charlie Brodell. Brodell, Florida, and Mastros 2 up for New Trier. Matt Rosenberger on the mound for the Titans. And the pitch on the way. High hard one. A little bit outside and looked like it might have been a little bit high for a ball. And outside a ball. And ball 4. So 4 pitches, and Brodell aboard via the walk to lead off the inning. And Louis Florida, the batter. And takes a strike. To the first, runner back. Sunshiny day doesn't make the chill in the air all that uncomfortable, although that wind coming in off the lake does, but it's not a brisk wind. I mean, it's not one of those damp, cold northeast winds right off the lake, but it is chilly. Blackjack on the count. And a fly ball. Center fielder drifting over a little bit into the gap and takes it for the out. One away. Graham Mastros, the batter. And the pitch, low and outside, a ball. Swinging a miss, straight. Throw to first, runner back. Throw to first, runner back. And a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And 2 away. And Andy Picard, the batter. High and tight a ball. Foul ball back. First baseman for the Trevians, Andy Picard. Batting here. Low and outside a ball. And foul off. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning over. No runs, no hits, a man left. And the 2, no score. And top of the 3rd inning, first offering from Dalton Hastings to Sava Dupor. Strike. Little outside the ball. Looks like the Trevians are really giving up that gap out there in left center. Swinging a bit straight. Rosenberger on deck for Glenbrook South. And pitch high ball. Hastings working quickly. Foul ball back. And went fishing in the Skokie Lagoons on an outside one. Nice curveball by Dalton Hastings. And strike three and one away. And Matt Rosenberger at the batter. And takes one high and a little bit inside the ball. Outside the ball. Inside the ball. Coach Napoleon is the winningest active coach in Illinois right now. But he has a coach that's right on his tail down in central Illinois, Chatham Glenwood, which is just south of Springfield, right on I-55. I've actually done a game down there. Outside the ball. Done a couple of games down there. Little foul tip, strike. Rosenberger aboard via the walk. James Hackett, the batter. Throw the first runner back. I mean, their numbers are very close between Napoleon and that coach down there. I shouldn't have mentioned it because I don't remember the coach's name down in Chatham Glenwood. Swinging a bit straight. And strike three. I mean, both of them here in the month of May have passed 900 career wins. Throw the first runner back. Hackett out by the strikeout. This is Cole Lucky, the batter. Number 3 in the batting order, Dalton Hastings. There goes the runner, there goes the throw, and they got him. Got him on the hand, sliding in. So Rosenberger caught stealing in the inning. No runs, no hits. A walk, but nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third. And Brendan Stressler leading it off. And a ball. I'm back at the time, the yearly conversations with on the internet with a bunch of my friends over who was the best athlete I ever saw. Usually, it's like who's the best baseball player, basketball player, football player. It always rotates around. And I always say the same thing. I can tell you great athletes. I'll give you names of great athletes. I think we're great athletes. But I will never qualify an athlete and say he was the best I ever saw. And the reason for that is you have to take a high school athlete in their own time and place. You know, it's who they are and who they played with and who they played against. And on strike three, by the way, on Stressler, here's AJ. Strike to him. AJ Steinbach, the batter. And, you know, you look at an athlete. Now, for instance, generally they talk to me about two athletes. One that graduated in 1973 and another one who graduated in 2000. And I said, well, how do you compare? They were 27 years apart in their graduations. You know, the rules changed. Certainly players changed. The approach to the games changed. And then each athlete, you know, who they played with and who they played against, and that whole concept changes from year to year. So I'm going to be a strike three and two strikeouts here in the inning, and Sam Zach's the batter. We're in the third in a rather quick ball game at this point. I mean, you know, this year's a perfect example. You know, how can you say, you know, I can say there might be a great athlete playing on a team. But this year is so strange because, you know, with the COVID and the whole concept, as Zach gets hit by the pitcher, you know, the whole concept of the game is, you know, they've been off for a year, etc. There goes Zach's on a stolen base, and he'll make it. Stolen base for Sam Zach's. So, you know, but my guys are, you know, I mean, I won't dispute, you know, the talk of John Castino in 1973. He ended up, you know, 6 years later after graduation, high school graduation, American League Rookie of the Year. Pass ball, and Zach's all the way over to the third. Two out. Pitch a low ball. You know, Matt Loddick, you know, unquestionably one of the best athletes that ever came through New Trier. You know, then you look at individual sport guys, and some of the sports that, you know, are not even considered, you know, because they're not big name sports. You know, you look at some of the guys that did the swimming, or the individual accomplished guys, you know, like Chuck Linster. 6,006 push-ups in one afternoon, 3 hours and 54 minutes straight. Strike three, and we're done with the third inning. Both teams have gone quietly so far in the game. At the end of three, no score between Glenbrook South and New Trier. And we go to the top of the fourth. Come on, guys. You're supposed to be doing more than just going out there to the fence. You're supposed to be running. Let's see a little movement. I say standing here for 3 hours. Top of the fourth, and Cole Lucky gets new light. Hastings delivers the pitch outside the ball. Fly ball, right fielder. Had a little trouble finding it in the sun. Drift over and took it. George Korompailas, the batter. And high ball. Cleanup batter for the Titans. Well, I got the summer schedule. We'll be here all during the summer, too. The summer ball. Foul ball. Although working on the old games, I've found that I much prefer working currently. There's a fly ball. That's going to be a gapper out there to left center. Korompailas into second with a double. One out double. And Jack Daisano, the batter. Daisano takes one high, a ball. Low and away a ball. Got to be fairly close now to the seedings in the playoffs. Maybe another week. Pitcher's low ball. Although it could well change because of the pandemic. Strike. I mean, we are still losing games because of positive tests. There's a strike. That's around the state. I'm not talking baseball-wise. I haven't seen it. Strike three. And Daisano out. That makes two down. And Scott Newman, the batter, runner at second. And high hard one in a little bit inside. Strike outside. Throw to second. Runner back. Foul ball. Just outside of third. And foul ball the other way. Down the right field line. Baseball season Regular season just has about 2 more weeks. Pitcher's high, a ball. They look in. And the pitch. Ground ball. One hopper. Calarco over to Picar for the out. And we're done with the top of the fourth. Halfway home in the ball game. Got a 2-hitter on one side and a no-hitter on the other. We go to the bottom half of the fourth. And Ryan Queso, the batter. No score in this one. And a little ground ball off the end of the bat. Beat it into the ground, throw to first, got him. I'm not sure if that was on the tag or on getting to the base before Queso. There's a strike to Charlie Brodell. 1 out. Rosenberger rocks and delivers. And a little foul tip. Strike. And a high pop-up foul and out of play. And I want to welcome our new viewing friends overseas. We got a group now from England that are watching our game. United Kingdom, glad to have you with us. There's a fly ball. And taken for the out in left field. 2-way. And Louis Florida, the batter. Yeah, strike one. And a pitch high, a ball. And I know we have a California group that also watches our game, so hello to you guys out there in Florida. Florida too, but in California. We also do have a Florida group that watches our game. There's a ground ball. Picked up by the shortstop. Over to first in time. And a 1-2-3 inning again. At the end of 4. No score between New Trier and Glenbrook South. Let's see if they do any better this time running out there. The Scrabinis running. We got a cheater there. Caught you. Here's Kevin Pauly. New Trier High School is in Winnetka, Illinois. Northeasternmost Cook County. Very famous high school, actually. Regular public high school. I'm saying that for my out-of-town people that may just be getting used to Glenbrook South. The opponent is the next high school, public high school west of New Trier. These are township high schools. That is the people that live in the township by taxes. Little ground ball. That's going to be a tough one. Nope, they're not going to get him. Score that as a hit. Only the second hit given up by Dalton Hastings. And Sava Duport, the batter. And we got a courtesy runner for Hunter Wiesenthal. It's Connor Wiesenthal. Pinch running. High pop-up foul and out of play. Whoops. Got him on the hand. Some question about that. Whether that was the bat or the hand, but they're saying it was the hand. And 2 aboard with 1 out. And Matt Rosenberger, the batter. And a strike 1. Foul ball. So 2 out. And foul ball back. $16, $17, 18-year-olds. There'll be but 16 now because it's springtime. Pitcher's high ball. We don't have any 9th graders. So it's 10, 11, and 12. Or freshmen. No freshmen on the team this year. So, to second. Runner back. Keep him honest out there. Sometimes they do that just to put the batter off balance a little bit. Hastings looks back, delivers. And that's going to drop in for a base hit in front of Zach. Zach picks it up in shallow center. Throws it home. They got the runner at home. Wow. Great throw by Zach. Right on the money. Great job by Florida holding his ground. And 2 away. So runners still at first and second and 2 away. And James Hackett, the batter, takes a strike 1. Nice throw by Zach. And right on the money, a nice job by Florida. Great positioning. The fly ball out to center. Or out to left, rather. And A.J. Steinbach has it for the out. And the inning. And the top of the 5th, no runs. 2 hits. And 2 left. And we even had a hit batter thrown in there. So we go to the bottom half of the 5th. And Graham Mastros leads it off, so we got a bit strike. Matt Rosenberger, the batter. On the mound. I said batter. I'm sorry about that. Rosenberger on the mound. Mastros at bat. Outside the ball. One and 2, I believe, the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And strike 3. Got him looking on the inside corner. And 1 away. And Andy Picard, the batter. And a little bit outside for a ball. ground ball, slow roller, shortstop, and threw it away. Safe on the error. I'm not sure that might have been on the first baseman there. But the error nonetheless puts Picar aboard. And Brendan Stressler, the batter, he fouls one off. And there goes the runner. There goes the throw. Not in time. And the stolen base for Picar. Low and outside the ball. Blackjack on the count, 21. And fly ball. Foul. Out of play. And low and away a ball. Time called. Stressler steps out. The Trevian right fielder waits for the pitch. Instead, Rosenberger sends it out to second to keep Picar honest out there. And the pitch, and a ground ball. Shortstop has it. The throw in time, but Stressler did his job of moving the runner along with 2 out. A.J. Steinbach, the batter. Number 9, the batting order for the new Trier Trevians. Swinging a strike. And well outside, gets away, and on the pass ball, the run comes home. And New Trier has a run, but not a hit in the ball game. As Andy Picar home to score, and it's 1-0 New Trier. And high and outside the ball. That's the joy of high school sports, is seeing strange things happen, like a play like that brings home a run that gives you the lead. You have a run, and you haven't had any hits in the ball game. Foul ball. We're in the 5th. Seven-inning ball game. And AJ hit by the pitch. Back to the top of the batting order, Sam Zacks, the batter. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Stole the base. Batting here in the fifth. So the first runner back. New Trier Trevians now leading it 1-0. There goes the runner, little ground ball. The pitcher, I think, deflected that a little bit. And a nice job by A.J. Kept on going all the way to third. So runners at the corners. The pitcher deflected that, and that misdirection caused the error by the second baseman. So runners at the corners for the Trevians, still with no hits here. And Alex Calarco, the batter. And a pitch low ball, and Sam Zacks decided not to move. So runners remain at the corners. Swing and a miss, strike. And inside the ball. Baseball action continuing here on the network. And foul ball. The dogs are going to bark in the Calarco house tonight. Check the runner. Every time I see a play like that, I think back to that state championship game in 2009. Checked the runner at third and forgot the speedy Charlie Tilson at first. Strike three. No, you can't run to first, Alex. First base was occupied. And we're done with the fifth. At the end of five, it's 1-0 to Trier. Cole Lucky leading it off. Dalton Hastings on the mound. Fly ball. Down the line. Oh, great catch by Stressler. One away. George Corompilas has one of the two hits. One of the four hits, rather, that the Titans have. Foul ball. Corompilas hit a double back to the gap in left center. Back to the fence there. Was left stranded. Pitcher's high ball. And fished it a little bit, fly ball. Zacks has a beat on it, takes it for the out. One away, or two away. And Jack Dysano, the batter, Dysano. Swinging a bit strike. Dysano bats. He got hit by a pitch back in the second. Up on the hands. Pitch is low ball. Hastings delivers and let loose a high one released the pitch a little early. And inside the ball. They lock and load and fisted away a ball. Fisted away a pitch back into the parking lot. Another windshield whacker. And ball 4. Second walk issued by Hastings, and again, courtesy runner. And Connor Wiesenzel pitches high ball. Scott Newman, the batter. And foul ball back to the screen. And swing and a miss, strike. Was so off balance, he practically went to the dugout on that one. And a high pop-up. Given chase, foul territory, and taken by Picar down the line for the out. We go to the bottom half of the 5th, and it's 1-0 New Trier. And James Carabas is batting for Casel here. Yeah, strike on the outside corner. And inside the ball. And a line shot down the line. That's going to be a foul ball. And a ground ball. Second baseman. Whoa, had a little trouble with it. Threw it away. And an error. Leads off the bottom of the 6th. And Charlie Brodell, the batter. Trevians are still without a hit here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Throw to first, runner back. And Brodell hit by the pitch on the shoulder. Or upper arm. So 2 on. And Louis Florida, the batter. He goes to bunt. And it's a beauty. Right down the line. They're not going to get anybody. The first hit of the ball game, a bunt single. The bases are loaded for the Trevians with nobody out. And Graham Mastros, the batter. Courtesy runner for Florida is Ollie Barkle. Pitch low ball. Low and outside the ball. 2-0. To Mastros. And low and away a ball. 3-0. No place to put him. Infield pulled in, looking for a play at the plate. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. And ball 4. By the way, we've got a new pitcher on the mound for the Glenbrook South Titans because Matt Rosenberger ran out of pitches. In high school, you can only pitch so many pitches, and then you have to be removed. Prevent injury. Here's Andy Picar. So a no-hitter. And actually, well, both runs were unearned, so strike. In other words, they're not credited as a run that Rosenberger gave up, even though he was on the mound at the time, because both of the runners came home via errors behind him. There's a strike. Picar batting. And a ground ball, little comebacker. 1, 2, 3, and out. Double play. But runners at second and third now with 2 out. And Brendan Stressler, the batter. And strike. Trevians trying to add to their lead. Lead it 2-0. By the way, Mastro's getting that walk. Actually, he gets a credit for an RBI. A run batted in. Little foul tip. Inside the ball. 2 in scoring position with 2 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Trevians now leading 2-0. And inside the ball. And Deuces Wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And a ground ball right back up the middle, right through the 5-hole of the pitcher on the mound. And that's going to score 2 runs. And now the thrown away. But you don't count that an error because Stressler stayed at first. Here's AJ, so it's 4-0 now. And Steinbeck with the single. And now thrown away, and that's going to allow another run on the error. Throw to second, and they got AJ. But in the inning, 4 runs. And the 2 errors in the inning, costly. Pitches high a ball. Where you go to the top of the 7th. Hold them and go home time. Oh, the Trevians, 5 runs on 3 hits. And all 3 of them came in the bottom of the 6th. Jack Mastros now on the mound for the Trevians. Swinging a strike. As I think Dalton Hastings also ran out of pitchers. When some high school coaches were letting pitchers stay in games 110, 120 pitches, they decided they were going to institute a rule, and I think it's throughout amateur baseball. 100 pitches is all a pitcher's allowed in a game. And one could even say that might be a little bit high. The idea being not wanting to permanently injure a player. Fly ball out to center taken. I remember talking a great deal with scouts from the colleges and the pros, and they wild pitch outside. And they asked me how fast a pitcher throws, and my response is always, how soon do you want to give him arm surgery? How fast does he throw? How fast do you want to give him arm surgery? They get my point. And the same idea, how many pitches does he normally throw in a game? Well, at the younger levels, over pitching, letting a pitcher pitch too long. I can remember a kid, it was sixth grade, fifth, sixth grade, and the parent ruined the kid. Over that ground ball short of first, 2 up, 2 down. And it's all up to number 9 batter, Sava Duport. And we got a pinch runner. Batter for him. Swinging a little foul tip. Trevians lead 5-0. Yeah, straight. Top of the 7th. If you will, last bats for the Titans. And strike 3, and the ball game is all over. And the final word on this one for the Trier Trevians, 5 runs on 3 hits, all of them in the 6th inning. Rosenberger pitched a no-hitter for 6 innings and 2 batters. 7 strikeouts against the Trevians, 2 walks, 4 left on base, and 2 strikeouts. Dalton Hastings, there he is, modestly. Dalton Hastings, no runs, gave up no runs. The Titans had 4 hits. They committed 4 errors, 3 of them costly. 7 strikeouts for Dalton Hastings, or 6 for Hastings and 1 for Mastros. 2 walks and 6 left on base. Hope you enjoyed the game wherever you may be on our network line. The cable or internet. Join us for our next sports action, the New Trier Trevians and the Niles North Vikings. Join us for that game, and for all of us here at the network, we say as always, thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. This has been a Metro Chicago Sports Network copyrighted presentation. All rights reserved.